amateur or professional. You pay for what you get. But which one is really more successful, especially considering marketing and your profession? Well, let me just give you a couple of points on this. So the first one is porn. Now, recently, people have started watching more amateur porn than professional porn because they like it more. The same thing, I have talked to LinkedIn marketers, and they said they made more sales off of their unprofessional iPhone or just camera phone shot video than a professional video. And it means something. It means that we gravitate towards what's authentic. And it doesn't have to be amateur or professional, but what looks and resonates with us in an authentic way. Now, I've seen the same thing in production companies where somebody will take their smartphone camera and just walk around the plant videoing what they're doing. And that has sold more than when they have the professional crew go in and show all the cool cuts and stuff like that. That's what's going to sell. And then we come to thinking about your marketing and how does this translate? So, a lot of times in copywriting, and something that I work at continually, is when we have the professional sound, but we've got to transfer that to the normal people. So, they're going to understand professionally what this means, and then at a sort of like a normal rate. And I just watched the new iPhone Pro 15 Pro video, and they do an excellent job of this, where they talk about the camera, they talk about the titanium backing that it has and what that means. But then they go on and they say, well, that means it could go up to space and then actually come down and it'll still be okay. So they translate it from what is titanium to what it means for you. That's what you need to do in your speech, but we need to keep it authentic and down to that sort of everyman conversation. This is where reviewers come in really handy. This is where they excel. And that's why people love influencers, because influencers are able to kind of bridge the gap where the viewer or the consumer, the prospect will look at the reviewer and say, oh, well, he's talking in my language. He's the everyday man that's going to interact and help me understand this company that's producing these things, whether it's good or not. That's why we reach out to influencers and these sorts of things. But you can do it without the influencer. You can do it without the shine and glitter. All you need to do is literally take your smartphone camera, write up these simple reviews, make it understandable, make it authentic, and make it presentable and realistic and resonating with your audience, which you do know how to do. So this is where I come in as a copywriter and a marketer, because I study the market. I try to understand not only your side of the business, but the other side. What is the customer thinking? What is your prospect thinking? Where are they coming from? Because maybe what you're saying is resonating with 3 out of the 5 points, but maybe that top point isn't the resonating factor that you need to really draw them in. And when you do that, you can see that that's happening because you're resonating and you're connecting with them at that place where they are. And it's both authentic, it's real, and it's what they need, and it's where you can connect with them. I just want you to think about this as far as when you're talking to your customers. Are you doing it in an authentic way? Because a lot of times, especially in the B2B space, you get them, you start talking to your customers, but you're often, or what I've seen is there's often this wall that happens, and the wall is there to say, well, we're trustworthy, we're honorable, we're loyal, we're in our way of actually communicating with you authentically, genuine, real, gut to gut, belly to belly, toe to toe communication. And that's what it's about. That's what it's really about. So even though you want to have the loyalty to your branch or whatever, to that corporate you have, you want to have that trustworthy nature. You need to also be able to say, okay, well, what about the authenticity that I'm presenting? Or am I hiding behind a sheen and the veneer of corporate? That's just something that I've noticed in B2B and I want you to think about. So that's all for now. Talk to you soon.